Now, almost 50% of golf clubs in South Africa are just weeks away from financial collapse. The golf industry contributes close to 49 billion rand per annum to the South African economy and offers employment to approximately 60,000 people, of which 85% come from the vulnerable sector. The golfing industry and clubs in particular are now pleading with government to relax restrictions for the sport to resume before they possibly have to close for good.
The Royal Cape Golf Club is the oldest club in the country. It's normally a hive of activity with golfers, staff and caddies. It's almost desolate now, and it's been like that since lockdown started 2.5 months ago.
No, it's been really tough for us, from the loss of revenue. It's been close to 3 months. Without any income, we're not allowed to operate, so it puts really pressure on all the golf clubs, not just at Royal Cape. And if the lockdown continues, I don't know how long clubs will survive without it. And from a staffing perspective, it influences 44 people that works for this club. And that's just one club. It's probably 40,000 people in the whole industry, from tour operators, everybody that's influenced in this whole lockdown. So the sooner it can open, we can secure those jobs going forward.
It's been tough for people running golf clubs, even tougher for staff whose livelihoods depend on golfers playing, paying, creating income and sustaining jobs, but also for the players themselves, both amateur and professional.
Being out on the golf course every week, twice a week at least, one does miss that. One misses being out with your friends, having a beer after the round, and obviously everything else that goes with it.
As a professional golfer, it's very hard. We're used to spending every day out here playing golf and chatting to members and being around people, and now to not have that sort of privilege, it's difficult, especially it being your job. You need to be out here, working and grafting, and there's no real fallback when you can't do that.
It's the same for other golf clubs around the country. They have tried to negotiate with government, but with a High Court order that some of the lockdown level 3 and 4 restrictions were unconstitutional and invalid, they might have to resort to legal action to save the industry, the clubs, and the thousands of staff whose livelihoods depend on it.
It's massive. It's devastating. I have no doubt that there will be golf courses that will probably not survive this. And I would think that another week or two is going to be a yard too far. I'm responsible here for 1,000 members and about 60 or 70 permanent workers, and I think about 45 caddies. It's massive. Their livelihoods have been turned upside down.
We've had the children here 3 times a week, 2 hours per lesson for the last 6 years. We coach them, they have a meal, they have access to Wi-Fi. All of these exercise-related activities in the golfing program have now ceased to be completely. So there are children now sitting at home doing no form of exercise. What we've done has changed completely to incorporate all the safety and secure measures to maintaining good health while the golfers are here. They'll each have a health manual, which they will record temperatures, and every child will receive 2 masks.
Nelson Mandela said sport could unite people, and in this case, golfers offers people the dignity of having a job and putting food on the table. COVID-19 has taken lives, but since lockdown, golf clubs have basically been crippled. But South Africans and golfers are a resilient bunch, although relief needs to come, and it needs to come soon. Craig Murray, SABC News, Cape Town.